All right, we're back for the 7th league of the day. This is Mono Green Cloudpost, and it centers around the land Cloudpost. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add colors for each locus on the battlefield. So it itself is a locus. So it will tap for 1 plus however many other Cloudposts you have. You also have Glimmer Post, which is also a locus. ETB, gain 1 life for each locus. And then, of course, you also have Vesuva, and then sometimes Thespian Stage. So play a whole bunch of Cloudposts, make a whole bunch of mana. You then have a whole bunch of green lands, Yavimaya, forests, Boseiju, Cavern of Souls, and then since we're doing a bunch of land shenanigans, we've got 1 Eye of Ugin, 1 Dark Depths, and then the 2 stages to go with it, Maze of Ith, Glacial Chasm, Cumulative Upkeep, pay 2 life, ETB, sack a land, creatures you control can't attack, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you, so you can fog stuff, potentially over multiple turns depending on how much life you have. You can also do other things with it, which I'll get to, and then 1 Caracas. Crop Rotation and Elvish Reclaimer to either fetch more Cloudposts and Cloudpost adjacent lands to make more and more mana, or various other things in the deck, such as the Dark Depths combo. Once Upon a Time, 1 Endurance. You've got Ramunap Excavator, which you can use to get back destroyed lands, but you can also use it to play Glacial Chasm multiple times. And then Green Sun Zenith to go find any of these things. Then, of course, all the mana that we're pumping into these Cloudposts, we've got our big payoffs. So we've got the Ring, Primeval Titan, which can itself either get more mana or, of course, go grab the Dark Depths combo or various other things. Walking Ballista, and then on the very tippy top end, we've got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, and Emrakul. There's also 4 Pithing Needles main deck, because this deck gets absolutely bodied by Wasteland, and so you need a way to answer Wasteland, so therefore there are 4 Pithing Needles. Sideboard, 2 Surgicals for the Graveyard decks, 3 Dismembers for the Creature decks, Carpet of Flowers for the Island decks, Veil of Summer for the Counterspell and Black Removal decks, and 4 Force of Vigor for the artifact and enchantment decks, or specific artifact and enchantments that you may need to kill. So that is Cloudpost. Let's jump into the league. And we've been streaming for 14 hours, so this is going to be the last league of the day. All right, we are on the play. Let's see, we've got 2 Vesuvas, Cavern of Souls, Caracas, Pithing Needle, Crop Rotation, Elvish Reclaimer. I don't really know if this is keepable, but so I can go Cavern on Elf, play Reclaimer, and then what? Use it to filter into stuff that we need? I guess that's fine. All right, keep. So there's Elf, Elemental, Naga Cleric, Giant. So we do not have a lot of overlapping types. We really have no overlapping types. All right, Cavern of Souls, name Elf, play Elvish Reclaimer, and pass to the opponent. Flooded Strand, back to us. Well, now we draw Once Upon a Time. All right, so I'm for sure just fixing. So let's go Caracas, and then just pass with Reclaimer up. I could also just try to go get Merit Lage, right? I can go grab Thespian Stage, and then what? Not sure. Urza's Saga. Opponent fetches. Well, I'm probably needling this Saga now. Tundra. Saga Tundra. Oh, Cephalid Breakfast. All right. So the problem is they have both Nomads and Shuko, so I can't shut off both of them with the needle, so it's probably better to just shut off Urza's Saga. All right, so activate this. Get rid of Caracas, I guess, is useless. So I do have a Bojuka Bog. So at this point in the game, it's going to be a while before I can actually get the Lage combo, right? Like, yeah. So let's just grab a Forest, I think. Or maybe Yavimaya. Yeah, all right, let's grab Yavimaya. Another Elf. Unfortunately, the only land I can play this turn is Vesuva. So play Pithing Needle. Yeah, I need them to not make Construct. So let's play Pithing Needle. What does this ability even do? Prevent all combat damage that would be... There's a Saga. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by target creature you control this turn. All right, I have to leave Crop Rotation up, unfortunately, so I can't just run out this other Elf. So Vesuva, and then I can't copy Yavimaya, so I guess I'm copying the Cavern and naming a different type. So copy the Cavern. And what do I want to name? Giant? All right. I guess I may as well attack them, right? I'm not going to activate this anyway. Swing. All right, Saga goes to 2 counters. So they get to fetch Shuko at the end of that. So next turn I have to hold up multiple pieces of interaction. Underground Sea. Ponder. They did shuffle their library as well. Ooh, Glimmer Post. All right, so Glimmer Post, trigger, play Elf, and I can hold up Crop Rotation and this Elf. Black, green, casts Bowmasters, sure. So they just shoot us, we go to 20, that's fine. So then float mana with Saga. Orum's Chant, target player can't cast spells this turn. Do I want a Crop Rotation in response to that? What can I possibly want to get? I don't think anything, right? Yeah, nothing. All right, yeah, that resolves. Then Saga, Shuko, all right, and then they just start triggering this. Pop this open. Let's just yield to the Shuko equip. So at a certain point, they'll mill over Dread Return, right? And at that point, we pop their graveyard. There's another Narcomoeba, another Narcomoeba. They're getting pretty lucky on these Shukos. All right, 3 Narcomoebas in a row off the equips. All right, we just have to wait until they hit Dread Return. All right, there's Dread Return. So now I can let them just keep going until they are at a certain amount, and then, well, they have Bowmasters. They can just mill a whole bunch and then get down to a certain point in their graveyard. I don't think they play double Dread Return, right? Let me just actually check. Where's Cephalid Breakfast? It's just the one Dread Return, right? If they have Oracle in their hand, I also just can't let them keep going forever. So I can let them go to a certain extent. All right, there's Oracle. I mean, they can't win anymore after I bog them, right? I mean, I can even just wait for them to put Dread Return on the stack and then do it. So they go Dread Return, Flashback, and then we just go Elvish Reclaimer activation, bog you. So I can just let them mill as much as they want. Cast Dread Return on Oracle. They can't even equip at instant speed though, right? I guess I just do it now. All right, activate, tap, sack the Elf Cavern. Go grab Bojuka Bog, bog you. Plays another Urza's Saga. So their combo plan is dead, right? So now they just have a bunch of dinky like 1/1 creatures. All right, well, we're back to the mill plan apparently. Do they actually have another 2 copies of Dread Return and Oracle? Uh-huh. So it's Orm's Chant. Everything else is pretty stock. I mean, they're just straight up dead, right? Like, they should just concede at this point. Move Shuko onto the Orc token. Okay. Swing. All right, I'll take 2. 18. Thespian Stage. I can make Merit Lage end of turn, so I go Thespian Stage. Yeah, all right. Thespian Stage pass. Black Colorless, another Bowmaster. Very well. Go to 17. Saga on 2. Plays Flooded Strand. Brainstorm. Cracks Flooded Strand. Island. Attacks with the Orc token. Sure. Take 3, go to 14. All right, end of turn. Tap. Activate Sack Glimmerpost. Go grab Dark Depth. Then Thespian Stage to copy it. Keep the stage. Then that triggers. Merit Lage into play. All right, we won game 1. So, Cephalid Breakfast. I want Dismember to kill the Cephalid. I want Surgical Extraction. Is Force of Vigor good? It kills Urza's Saga and Shuko. Veil also protects my stuff from Daze and other counter spells. And Carpet of Flowers is good too, right? They're an island deck. They play a bunch of dual islands. I guess, what do we take out? So, Pithing Needle can name Urza's Saga. That's a pretty big one. So, let's see. The grind, there's no grindy game plan here, right? Pretty much we stop them from comboing or we lose. So any grindy cards are bad and any interaction is good. So first of all, land-wise, Glacial Chasm is useless. We can take that out. Caracas is also useless, as is Mazavith. All of those can go. And then like all the late game stuff, right? So just kind of all of it, right? Like Ring Titan, Ulamog, and Emrakul. Obviously we can't take out all of it because we do still need to be able to beat them without resorting to Merit Lage, but we can take out a good amount. Ring, Titan, probably Ulamog, and then bring in what? Carpet of Flowers. So Once Upon a Time, good. It's good for finding Endurance, although they know we have Endurance if we find that. Let's get all the Carpet of Flowers. All the carpets. And let's try that. On the draw, Game 2, Cloudpost versus Cephalid Breakfast. All right, we've got Once Upon a Time, Needle, Crop Rotation, Reclaimer. I think we're good. Ponder. All right, so they play Daze. I don't want this to get dazed. Although if they daze this, they're not dazing Reclaimer. All right, cast Once Upon a Time. I guess Beseiju, right? Beseiju can take out Urza's Saga or Shuko. All right, pick Beseiju. Then play a Forest. Play Elvish Reclaimer. It resolved. All right, there's Urza's Saga. So definitely needling it. Pithing Needle, and they're going to needle our Reclaimer. All right, we drew Dark Depth. So we definitely attack them. So let's play Yavimaya and Needle. Name Urza's Saga. And then over to them. Saga goes up to 2. Doesn't matter. Tundra. 3 Fairy. Do I Crop Rotation right now? So they can what? 3 Fairy bounce the Needle or 3 Fairy bounce Elvish Reclaimer? If they just go and grab... well, okay, so with 3 Fairy out, I can't respond instant speed to, like, Bojuka Bog their graveyard anyway. So, all right, let's Crop Rotate away the Forest. All right, let's grab Thespian Stage. And then 3 Fairy resolves. I assume they bounce this, right? Because if they bounce this, then I just attack Teferi and play Needle again. No, they're plussing it. All right. All right, so let's play Dark Depths, which allows us to hold up both the Merit Lage and Beseiju if we need to use it. Go to combat, attack 3 Fairy. I guess they can what? They can Saga for another Needle, right? That's fine too. Play Dark Depths. Go ahead. Float. Go fetch. What are you fetching? Shuko. Okay. Play another land. Cephalid Illusionist. So if they have nomads or like another thing, then they can stop this. The only thing I can do is Beseiju the Shuko now, basically. Yeah, all right. So Beseiju the Shuko. And if they have another combo piece, they have another combo piece. Mystic Sanctuary putting Brainstorm on top. Or Ponder on top. Okay. Bounces Elvish Reclaimer with Teferi, and then they can immediately use Ponder and try to find the combo piece. All right, I guess they didn't find it. Huh. So I guess the best thing to do is just play Reclaimer again, and again, just hold up Thespian Stage. So Glimmer Post, trigger. Because what can I Once Upon a Time for? Nothing, because Teferi's in play. So I guess like another Beseiju, but then I don't have activation. So yeah, let's replay Reclaimer, and then just pass back to them. Swords to Plowshares on our guy, sure. There's Swords to Plowsharesing our guy while we have a Dark Depths in play, and they have the Needle on Reclaimer anyway. Okay. EOT, copy Dark Depths. All right, we have one. On to round number 2. All right, we're on the play for round 2. This is fine. Let's keep. Yeah, let's just run out Cloudpost. Over to them. Mox Diamond. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Mox Diamond's usually lands. Discard Tropical Island, play Brainstorm. Okay, I guess not lands. Tropical Island. Plays Crop Rotation, and they're going to go grab Wasteland, I guess. Yeah. Goodbye, Cloudpost. This deck doesn't have a Dryad Arbor, right? Yeah. Well, I guess we play Forest, and then pass back to them. Thespian Stage. So is it lands? Yeah, Life from the Loam. All right. I guess I have to Crop Rotation Bojuka Bog right now, right? Like, I have to. Otherwise, this is just way too much value. All right, Crop Rotation. Grab Bojuka Bog. Bog you. Get rid of that. Okay. Yavimaya, and then what? I can Green Sun Zenith, or I can go Crop Rotation for what? Cloudpost, and then Vesuva the Cloudpost. If I'm Green Sun Zenithing, it's just for Elvish Reclaimer, and that's not really that good on the board right now. All right, let's just pass back to them. Dark Depths. Okay, so I guess they're lands, but like blue-green lands. So they can't do it yet. So, all right, if I Crop Rotate right now, I Crop Rotate Bojuka Bog away, and I grab Cloudpost, right? I guess I can always grab Mazavith to stop that too. I still need green mana though, so I can't get rid of everything. So green, Crop Rotation, get rid of Bojuka Bog, and then yeah, we go and grab Cloudpost, right? So Cloudpost, then back to our turn. What are they doing? How? Oh, they have, all right, our Yavimaya turns their thing into a thing, so they can do it. Well, we don't have a Wasteland in our deck anyway. I guess I can always just go grab Mazavith, right? So we're good. All right, that resolves. Okay, so I can Vesuva the Cloudpost, but then I still have to keep Crop Rotation up. So yeah, I have to keep Crop Rotation up. So I can Zenith for Elvish Reclaimer and then hold Crop Rotation to go grab Mazavith. Right, Thespian Stage, GSZ for 1, go grab Reclaimer, and pass back to them. So green, Crop Rotation away the Stage. Or if I Crop Rotation this, no, yeah, so Crop Rotation away Stage, grab Mazavith, or, oh, I can just grab Karakas. That's actually better. Karakas, bounce. Exploration, Urza's Saga. We drew Dark Depths. I think the only way I lose this is if I get Wasteland hit again, so I should probably copy Cloudpost and then just hold this up to go fetch Bojuka Bog if I need it. Oh wait, no, I have Bojuka Bog in my graveyard already, so I can't do that. So what can I get then? I guess I hold it up in case they draw Wasteland, and then I can sack whatever they target. Or alternatively, no, I guess I can get Thespian Stage whenever I want and then play Dark Depths next turn. Okay, so Vesuva, copy the Cloudpost, and then just pass. Oh, they did Dredge Loam. All right, well, loam back a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, we can't interact with that. So Misty Stage, Thespian, and Dark Depths. Yeah, all right, so that happens. Mox Diamond, play Stage, play Dark Depths, and then they have enough to copy again. But it doesn't matter because I have Karakas, so unless they have Wasteland, we're good. I can't get rid of the Cradle, right? I have to have enough mana to play Titan, but I also can't go Shields down here. So I play Dark Depths, and then I keep exactly Karakas up. All right, Glimmer Post. Also, Glimmer Post gets me out of range of dying in one hit. All right, so Glimmer Post, trigger, gain 3 life, and then green, green, mana, mana, play Titan, trigger. Let's see. So everything comes in tapped. What are the best 2 things to do here? Probably Ayavugan and another Cloudpost type thing, right? To go fetch the big stuff. So another Cloudpost and Ayavugan, yeah. Cloudpost, Ayavugan. And then I can use this to sack something. Do I want to lose my Yavimaya? I guess I do. Sack Yavimaya, it turns off their ability to use it. Grab another Cloudpost. All right. And now they can't tap the Dark Depths for mana. Urza Saga goes to 3. If they have Needle main, I guess they go grab Needle and name Caracas. Or I guess no, they have Map, right? They'll probably have Expedition Map, and then they'll map for Wasteland and then start wasting us. Flow to mana. Grabs Expedition Map, yeah. All right, so they've got Wasteland Loam, and they can do it twice a turn. Although we can Titan twice a turn, so Pens. Map, grabs Wasteland, plays Wasteland, eats one of the Cloudposts, and then they'll loam it back and do it again, right? Or they'll just loam it back and make a Merit Lage, loam it back, and then Wasteland the other one. All right. So I guess I can start beating them in the face now, right? How much does this make? Titan grabs 2 more Locusts. So then this makes 5, 10, 11, 12. We have enough to use Eye, but not enough to actually cast whatever we get with it. And they get to Wasteland twice again next turn. All right, go to combat. Swing with just Titan. Trigger. Use the ability, grabbing Vesuva and Glimmer Post. Vesuva copies Cloudpost. I guess I can copy their stage and then Merit Lage, and they don't have a way to answer it, right? But they can just Wasteland it. Let's see, I copy their Thespian stage, but it's tapped. Yeah, all right, so we just copy Cloudpost again. Damage, Titan hits them, then we play. So how much do I have right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Locusts in play. So this is 5, 10, 11, 12. We grab an Eldrazi, then on their turn they go Wasteland, Wasteland, kill both the Cloudposts. We play another land, and then go grab another Glimmer Post. And then on our turn, we have only 1 Cloudpost left, and it taps for 4. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Ayavugan uses Ulamog. All right. So Cavern of Souls, naming, I don't know, Giant, Elf, whichever, Elf. Then back over to them. Wasteland, Tabernacle. Okay. They're not going to double loam this turn? All right. But they didn't dredge it. All right. End of turn. So they're just going to hold Lage up, I guess, right? Yeah. So tap for 5, 6, 7, Ayavugan. So let's see. I grab Ulamog, and they just go Wasteland Caracas, make a Merit Lage. They don't have to do it until I Ulamog. So I go Ulamog, targeting whatever. Then they go Waste Caracas, make Merit Lage. And then I just have an Ulamog in play. They have a Merit Lage in play. And I can go fetch Mazavith. If I grab Emrakul now, then they Wasteland one of the Cloudposts. We untap and we have 5. We have enough for Emrakul. All right, so let's grab Emrakul. Even if they do it in our upkeep, we still have enough. Do I have enough to also save these? They go Waste Cloudpost in our upkeep. So I go pay, Wasteland. Then we have, so I need to do this now. All right, eat the Cavern. Go grab Glimmer Post. All right, mana empties. Over to our turn. Trigger. I want to keep them both. 5, 10, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. So pay 1. All right, still my upkeep. What are you going to do? Wasteland the Cloudpost. I may as well sack it and go grab something else, right? Another Glimmer Post. Trigger. All right, mana empties. We go to the main phase. Ooh, I can needle the thing. All right. Well, mana, 12, 14, 15. Emrakul. Cast Emrakul. Take an extra turn. Then let's play the needle. Actually, let's attack first. Combat. Swing. Triggers. Okay. I still have Caracas up. Use the ability. Grab this and this. Then bounce that. All right, take my extra turn. Pay. Combat. Swing. Annihilator trigger. And Primeval Titan. And you're also dead. All right, that was game 1. Game 2. We definitely want Force of Vigor to kill Exploration, Mox Diamond, Urza's Saga. And we definitely want Surgical Extraction to eat stuff out of their graveyard. What do we not want? The Ring? I don't know. The Ring's pretty good. Let's see. Pretty much all of our lands are good here. So, again, I think that just leaves like the big endgame stuff. We don't need Ballista. We can cut some of the Titans, leave one of them as a Zenith target in case we ever get there. Emrakul was good that game, but I don't think it's always going to be good. Everything's kind of good here. I guess if I was going to cut any lands, it'd be what? Cavern of Souls? Glacial Chasm is also iffy. I already have Caracas and Mazavith to deal with Merit Lage. All right, let's get rid of that. And 2 of the Once Upon a Times. Let's run that. All right, Pithing Needle to name Wasteland. Keep Seiju. Exploration. Wasteland. Unfortunately, I can't play the Needle before they can Wasteland a thing, but it must be done. So let's play Stage, then Needle. All right, they just allowed it to resolve instantly. So let's name Wasteland, and back to them. Windswept Heath, Elvish Reclaimer, Dark Depths. Well, they got some pretty good stuff going on here. So we got to get our Reclaimer down so we can tutor no, but anything we tutor is tutored tapped. Right. I think we're just dead. Next turn they go get Stage, and then... Oh, no, they get Stage tapped, though. So we do have a turn. Okay, so let's go Yavimaya and then GSC for 1. All right, back over to them. Oh, they just have it right now? Oh. The Yavimaya enabled them to do it. What was the alternative? Play Cloudpost and just play nothing? Yeah, all right, well, we're dead. All right, on to game 3. Exactly the same thing running back. All right, on the play. This is acceptable. Is it acceptable? I've got Force of Vigor for something, but then that's it. I guess I also have Surgical to stop Loam Loops. But man, this hand is so friggin' slow. It has no payoff. I guess I can GSZ for Elvish Reclaimer. All right, I'll keep. Play Forest, go. Savannah, Exploration, Tropical Island. I don't think I'm supposed to just kill that. I guess if next turn they just go Depth Stage, then I just lose instantly, right? Well, I can always decide to do it on their upkeep, so another Force of Vigor. All right, well, Glimmer Post, Trigger, GSZ for 1, Flusterstorm. All right, let's try to just get rid of that. So Exploration down, they do have Wasteland. Wasteland our Glimmer Post. Do I bog them, or do I just Surgical the Wasteland out of their deck? I do need more mana. I can also just Surgical and bog them. All right, let's Surgical Wasteland out of their deck. Hand is 3 lands, Swords to Plowshares. So their only win con is Merit Lage after... Yeah, okay, so their only win con is Merit Lage. Blast Zone. I guess Elvish Reclaimer beating us to death can technically win. I guess Urza Saga Constructs can also win. Okay. Well, they're going to Swords our guy, but what can you do? Elf, Vajuka Bog them. Here comes the Sword, and back to them. So both of us have a whole bunch of... Brainstorm. All right. I was about to say each of us have a whole bunch of nothing, but they have a whole bunch of something. All right, so at this point, I don't have any idea what's in their hand anymore. Thespian Stage, back to us. I can't play my Dark Depths because they have Stage in play, so back to them. Oh my god, they Dark Depths, you gotta be kidding me. We drew into Beseiju. All right, so I wait for them to do it, and then with the trigger on the stack, right, I Beseiju the Stage. So copy, remove an ice counter? What? Okay. Remove an ice counter. All right, back to them. Brainstorm. Why are they not just going for it? Second Thespian Stage. So now if they try to copy, I have to get rid of Dark Depths, I guess. All right. Well, we're just doing a bunch of nothing. Fetch with the Misty. Grabs a land. So they're going to wait until they can do it twice or what? Attempt to copy. Sure. Then Legend Rule. And then with that on the stack, we Beseiju it. All right. Oh, they're out of Beseijuable lands to tutor up? Jukabog, us, it looks like. Still can never play this as long as they have a Stage in play. Probably actually never the whole game. All right, let's do Once Upon a Time. If they have Crop Rotation at any point, we just instantly lose. Flusterstorm. Okay, no payment. Play the Elf. Pass to them. Oh, they have Crop Rotation. Of course they do. All right, GG. On to round number 3. Is it stock for lands to play Brainstorm now? Round 3 on the play. Okay, we've got Stage Elvish Reclaimer. Keep. All right, play Beseiju, play Elvish Reclaimer. Pass the turn. No, that was a weird list. Yeah, is it stock for lands to play Flusterstorm? Ooh, Yavimaya. Is it lands again? All right, more of this. I guess I have to Needle Urza Saga, actually, and not Wasteland. Right, Glimmer Post, Needle, naming Urza Saga, because otherwise I'm just going to die to the Construct beatdown. So name that, and then go to attack. Saga on 2 counters. And there's Wasteland, of course. Westing Druid? What is up with the lands players? All right, I guess I'm just holding up Elvish Reclaimer activations now. So, just play my own Yavimaya, I guess. All right, Yavimaya, go. Saga 3, float, search, gets Expedition Map. How is lands possibly playing enough non-green spells for this thing to trigger. Grove of the Burnwell. Okay, so it's the Punishing Fire version, I guess. Thespian Stage. Here comes Punishing Fire? Yeah. Oh, so you can loot Punishing Fire and keep growing this over and over? Oh, and Wasteland's still open too. God damn it. I don't know what to do here. Activate. Chuck Besage in the yard. Now what? Do I just like Vesuva their Wasteland or something? Because I can't do anything while this is in play. But then if I Wasteland, then they just Wasteland back. So it's pointless. I guess I just grab Cloudpost, I guess, or what? Alright, Cloudpost, whatever. Then this dies. There's no window in which I can Bojuka it out of their graveyard, unfortunately. Unless I draw exactly Bojuka Bog right now. So they hit us, we go to 20. I guess they're probably debating whether they're just supposed to Wasteland or Cloudpost right now. Which I would if I were them. Yeah. Alright, there goes Cloudpost. Crop rotation for Bojuka Bog seems pretty good right now. What's the card that I want the least? I guess Mazavith, even though I can maze this thing. So maybe it's Glimmer Post. It's going to be a while before Loci are useful. All right, let's get Maze. And then just pass, because I can almost do it at instant speed. Nah, I should do it now. All right, green, crop, eat this. Go grab Bog, Bog you. And then back over to them. Another Wasteland. Man, these lands matches are just brutal. They're so slow. Shadow Spear. Okay. 3/3 Questing Druid, sure. All right, Thespian Stage, go. Another Wasteland, you gotta be kidding me. 3 natural Wastelands. All right, another 3 from Questing Druid. And they have Punishing Fire. All right, I guess let's attempt to copy Wasteland so that they're forced to use it. Copy Wasteland. And they'll just Wasteland the stage. Yeah, there we go. All right, Elvish Reclaimer. Thespian Stage. Go. Now this thing's big enough that it doesn't even matter. Although I can at least, go get Vesuva, copy Bojuka Bog. Or I guess I can make my own Merit Lage, but if I make a Merit Lage, then they make a Merit Lage. We're at 8. We will eventually die to these Punishing Fires and this thing. Also, if they make a Merit Lage, then they Shadow Spear their Lage. I can GSC for Ramanop Excavator, and then next turn start putting stuff into play. All right, Caracas. Let's GSC for 3. Grab Ramanop Excavator. We're out of lands for the turn, though. So then just pass it over to the opponent. They recoup Punishing Fire, and then we're in a tenuous position. Punishing Fire. Oh, they just have another Punishing Fire. Or no, they're getting it back. Okay, so get it back. Then it's over to them. Savannah. So no blocks. We go to 5. I guess lower if they just cast Punishing Fire at instant speed. Okay, they didn't. Then over to us. All right. So they Punishing Fire us. They have to give us life to do that. So let's just get Mazavith back into play. I'm definitely casting Once Upon a Time as well. So I may as well do this just to see what our options are. Once Upon a Time. All right, another Elvish Reclaimer, I guess. Play Maze from the graveyard. And go ahead. So now I get to hold up the ability to go grab Vesuva and copy Bojuka Bog to get rid of Punishing Fire. Green Reen, copy Grove of the Burnwillows. Okay. Crop rotation away Savannah. So they can go grab Wasteland and then waste Mazavith. Yeah, the last Wasteland. And then I'm forced to go grab Glacial Chasm. So activate, sack Maze. Yeah, I have to go grab Glacial Chasm to not lose. Pretty much. All right, Glacial Chasm. The Chasm triggers. I have to sack another land. So let's sack Yavimaya, because they have 1/8 as well. All right, so then our turn. I'm definitely not paying the cumulative upkeep here. So no, it dies. Replay Mazavith. I guess Ring effectively does the same thing that Maze does, so I may as well play Ring. All right, Ring. Trigger, and then pass to them. Thespian Stage. I definitely want to start drawing, and I can also counteract the life loss via Glimmer Posts, so I should definitely draw with it. Gaining us life. Casting Punishing Fire on the Ramanop Excavator. Okay. And then they get Punishing Fire back, but they have to pay for it. So do they have another red source? Oh no, they just have a second Punishing Fire. Okay, so there goes Ramanop. All right, draw, Titan. So Ring triggers, we go to 6. We should definitely kill these Punishing Fires and Wastelands out of the graveyard while we can. So they have no more Wastelands after that, right? So they can't get Mazavith off the board anymore. So let's draw, double crop rotate. Okay, Cavern, name Giant. I guess it doesn't matter with Yavimaya in play, but whatever. And then play an elf, then use this elf. What am I getting rid of? Probably the Cavern. Tap, tap, get rid of the Cavern. Get Vesuva. Vesuva the Bog. Bog you. So eat the whole graveyard, 2 Punishing Fires, and all the Wastelands in their deck go away. And then we can Maze the Questing Druid forever. Soul Guide Lantern, sure. Eating Cloudpost out of our yard, okay. Am I supposed to use Cloudpost here, or crop rotation here, rather? I think I am. So green, crop rotate, away bog, grab Cloudpost, green, crop rotate bog, another Cloudpost, and tap. Ring triggers, we go to 4. Draw with ring. Okay, so land, Cloudpost, Cloudpost, green, green, Titan, trigger, use the ability, go grab Glimmer Post, triggers, and then over to them. And now we've got this game, it's just a matter of going through all the motions. Draw a card with Soul Guide, sure. All right, they've conceded. That was game 1. So once again, we need Surgicals and Force of Vigors. Very, very important to kill Exploration and Urza's Saga. So this, and I'm really not a fan of Glacial Chasm in this matchup. And 2 of these. All right, submit. Game 2. Cloudpost, Glimmer Post. We also have Needle, the Needle Wasteland, and the Ring. So we're good with this. Yavimaya, Exploration, Urza's Saga. Like, I just have to Needle that, right? I just have to. Otherwise, they just go land, make Saga tokens, and then we just lose to the Saga tokens. All right. Glimmer Post, trigger, Needle. Every time. We always have to name Urza's Saga. Back to you. Saga up to 2. The thing is, they can always just like go grab map and then map for... Oh, come on. They have Wasteland follow-up. Come on. Every time. Every time. Oh, and they have Loam? Oh, so we're just dead. Fantastic. So I literally cannot do anything. I guess I can Endurance that. There's like no reason to play anything right now because they just waste it. But then I'm not progressing my board at all. All right. Vesuva, copy this. All right. Endurance. Get rid of crop rotation. Get rid of both of these. So Urza's Saga goes off. They float a mana. They can grab map and then just map for another Wasteland. I don't like, am I supposed to just name Wasteland and then just try to outrace the Saga tokens? Map. Maps for Thespian Stage. Okay. Place Thespian Stage. All right. Cloudpost. Go. Crop rotation. Wasteland. All right. Well. Surgical extraction on Cloudpost. Amazing. Taking another Cloudpost out of our hand. I think you just always name Wasteland? Apparently. That's what I'm learning. You just always have to name Wasteland. Shadow Spear. They have 1 card left. All right. Let's play Forest. And pass. Another goddamn Wasteland. All right. Forest. Go. So we play Stage, and if they try to waste it, we copy a basic, I guess. Quite a good draw, actually, to draw Forest there. I guess a better draw would have been Needle, but whatever. Grove of the Burn Willows. Another Forest. I think I have to play Stage in case they like crop rotate for Dark Depths and then try to go off, and then I copy their Dark Depths and make a Merit Lage as well. Wasteland in response, copy Forest. All right. If they have crop rotation, we lose. I guess I don't strictly lose. Oh my god, they have it too. Just insane. Just absolutely insane. They copy it, they lose these 2. If they draw any land, they get to equip Shadow Spear, and then we die. Apparently our opponent believed in the heart of the cards like 6 times in a row and was rewarded. All right, run this back. So yeah, lesson learned, always name Wasteland no matter what. Why am I keeping Ballista in here? This should be another Titan or Emrakul. All right, on the play. We have Needle, but we don't have any lands. I do have Once Upon a Time to find a land, but then I have nothing else to follow that up with. All right, Mull. Okay, keep. And then we actually don't have green mana, so I just throw back Elvish Reclaimer. Keep this, throw this back. So Stage, Needle, name Wasteland, and over to them. Taiga, Exploration, Savannah, Expedition map. Then they can map for Beseiju to get Pithing Needle off the board. All right, well, Cloudpost, go. I feel like this deck could use Exploration. Like, it feels like you're just too slow to get out of the gate. Mox Diamond, pitching Yavimaya. Red, green, Expedition map, grabbing what? Ghost Quarter. Okay. Ghost Quarter, and then grab a Forest. Do I want to crop rotate here? Probably not. I probably want to hold crop rotation in case they do like a Loam Loop or something. All right, let's just take our turn. Force of Vigor. All right, I think I'm Force of Vigoring their stuff. So Cloudpost, yeah, almost certainly. We're just blowing both of these up. Is that correct? They can still Loam Loop us. I guess let's see if they crop rotate at the end of turn here. Yeah, all right, let's get rid of both of these. Yeah, I could have waited, like, Beseiju or Cloudpost, sure. Grab a Forest. Maze of Ith. All right, let's just copy a Forest, just in case. All right, there's Dark Depths. Do they have a way of getting rid of it? Like, do they have a way of getting rid of Merit Lage once it's on the table? I don't think they do, right? They just have Maze of Ith, though, so I guess I shouldn't do it. Oh my god, they have a Thespian Stage, too. I guess I can copy their Maze, right? And then we're in the same position. Thing is, like, if they copy their maze right now, then I don't have the mana to cast the ring if I draw another land. I guess I'm kind of forced to do it though, right? If they try to copy our thing, so I can always copy it in response to lose it. All right, so let's just draw. All right. I don't care if they copy it because I have the ring fog and then I can just like back-to-back rings, I guess. Yeah, let's just get the ring out. I think this is the best chance for me to win this game, even though they get to make Merit Lage here. We have 2 rings. We get to draw a ton of cards. Yep, that's fine. Red and green. Life from the Loam. And Ghost Quarter and Stage. Okay, sure. So Ghost Quarter means we never get to keep a maze in play if I go that route. And I can't make my own Merit Lage at instant speed either. So let's draw with the ring. GSZ, you say. Oh, this sucks so much. All right. Draw with the ring. Surgical and crop rotation. So I can crop rotate for Caracas and just get rid of this. All right. And then I can surgical probably Loam, right? And that just prevents them from doing any looping from now on. So let's stop in their draw step. So if I GSC for 3, then I'm out of mana, so I can't do that. So I have to go Elvish Reclaimer and then just pass. All right, I stopped them in their draw step in case they loamed. So let's just get rid of Loam. 2 more Loams. Their hands crop rotation, Beseiju, Swords. They have a Containment Priest in their deck? Huh. So Urza's Saga, Punishing Fire Loops, Priest. We're out of the draw step. Yeah. I think I just get rid of my own Dark Depths so that they can't make any more Lages, right? Sack Dark Depths. Go grab Caracas and bounce it. All right, and now we have active ring with a bunch of draws. All right, take damage from the ring. Yavimaya, draw. Okay, so let's play Green Sun for... What loses here? I can needle Thespian Stage and then they can't copy Dark Depths with it anymore. Because they're gonna go get their own Dark Depths, right? So they crop rotate for Dark Depths, they make a Merit Lage, and then they have Ghost Quarter to get rid of Caracas beforehand, right? That's their plan this turn. So our plan is Needle, and then we just name Thespian Stage, but then they can Beseiju that. Okay, let's think this through. Needle, name Thespian Stage, that resolves. Then they go Beseiju, kill the Needle off, Ghost Quarter, and then they don't have enough mana to do it this turn. So let's go Needle. All right, Thespian's Stage, and then Glimmer Post, trigger. Right, I'm not wrong, right? It takes 2 mana to Beseiju this. Yavimaya is not in play. Okay, so Green Sun, X is 3, Ramanop Excavator, and I guess I may as well attack them. No, actually, there's no point in attacking them. They just maze it. Ghost Quarter on Caracas, float white, I guess, and then use the ability, grab a forest, swords this guy, sure. I'm actually out of lands, right? Yeah, okay. So Beseiju the Needle, that's on Thespian Stage. And now they got Merit Lage again. Urza's Saga. So I know they have crop rotation and 1 other card. All right, draw with the ring. Double Needles. So they have to do it in response, right? And then I can play another ring to fog for the turn. All right, Needle. See your response. All right, name Thespian Stage. Then Suva, copy Maze of Ith. And let's just go ahead and blow up Urza's Saga. Instead of, I don't want to needle it. Let's just kill it. Actually, let's do it on upkeep. That way, if they crop rotate for another one, we can just get rid of them. Crop rotation. Another Saga. Most excellent. All right, upkeep, force both of these. Another Urza's Saga. Okay. Ring trigger. I should be able to draw like a bajillion cards now. All right. Bajillions of cards. So let's get just Titan into play now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They still can't get Merit Lage out for a while. All right, so GSZ. Am I short? Oh, I'm short. I have to play a land first. All right, GSZ. X is 6. Done. Titan. Trigger. Use the ability. Grab Cloudpost. And then, yeah, we can't do anything. So pass. Discard. Reclaimer to hand size. Discard Yavimaya. All right, so now they can start making constructs. We do have to replace this ring. Draw. Play a new ring. Cancel that. Let's make sure to play Glimmer Post first. Trigger. Then go to combat. Swing with these. Trigger the Titan. Glimmer Post. Glimmer Post. We're so low on time too. Make a Saga token. Sure. All right. Play new ring. Keep new ring. I've played a land this turn already, right? And then let's just play a huge Ballista, I guess. I'm running out of time, so done. Gigantic Ballista. Shoot this. Discard Bog. Discard Suva. GSC. GSC. Sure. Shoot this. Needle on, I assume, Ballista. All right, let's draw and then just F6. Actually, no, we're going to force this. Okay, never mind. It just F6 me through that. All right. Needle, name, Maze of Ith. Go to combat, swing. Sure, use the Titan ability, grab Cavern. Damage? Come on, damage. Swords of Plowshares, sure. Oh, we're gonna run out of time. Oh, clean up. Oh my god. We're actually gonna clock out. Insanity. Alright, that's being stage is still named. Go to combat. Swing. F6. You've gotta be kidding me. So, obviously you can always say, hey, it's my fault, I just should have played faster, but it is extremely annoying that you will, if you play Moto, once you get down to where you have extremely low time on the clock, you will notice that you'll start trying to like F6 through stuff, and the game will lag, and you'll see like the timer juddering and jittering in between the seconds. Even after you just F6 through stuff, it won't care. It'll just, like literally, I went attack F6 and it still ran my clock out, even though I have no actions to take. Just ridiculous. All right, on to round 4. So that should have been a 2-1. If that was in paper, it would have been a 2-1. All right, round 4, we're on the draw. We only have 1 land, although we do have, nah, that's just not good enough. Well, this is, I guess, fine. So incredibly slow though. All right, keep and throw away, I don't know. Yavimaya. Swamp. Grief us. All right. Exiling a reanimate. So they have another reanimate. All right, so we get to lose both of our zeniths and have absolutely nothing. Reanimate on the grief. We lose our other zenith. We drew the worst draw on our whole deck. All right. Pass the turn. Hit by grief. Mystic Sanctuary. All right, well, Forest go. Hit by grief again. Then we'll go to 14. Cycle the troll. Gets Underground Sea. Well, we're drawing absolutely nothing. Let's Bajuka Bog that before they reanimate it again. And hit by the grief. Down to 11. There's crop rotation. It's going to be quite a while before I can cast Emrakul. So, over to them. Cast Brazen Borrower. Alright, we're going to die really fast now. I don't know what I could even draw. Primeval Titan. Alright, end of turn crop. I guess if I grab Glimmer Post, I gain 2 life. Oh, they have a counterspell too, eh? Brainstorm. So if I grab Glimmer Post, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana with Titan. If I draw Titan. There's also Mazavith, but then I'm still dead in the same... I still have the same clock even if I get Mazavith. I guess I can grab Glacial Chasm, and then I'm just dying still. Alright, so let's grab Glimmer Post. Although, if I draw Green Sun Zenith instead of Titan, then I'm short 1. But I can do it next turn. Alright, Glimmer Post. Trigger. Untap. Draw. Elvish Reclaimer. That's worthless. Alright, Elvish Reclaimer. Caracas. And go. So 6 down to 1. Nothing we can get. Ponder. So I'm guessing this isn't Reanimator and it's just blue-black tempo with reanimation as a package in the deck. I can technically survive for 1 more turn with apparently I can't. Get rid of Cloudpost with the Wasteland. Sure. I was going to say I can survive for 1 more turn with Glacial Chasm. I guess I technically still can. And Murktide. Alright, Ring, Titan, something. Or nothing. There's absolutely nothing I can get. I have to go fetch Glacial Chasm, which costs me another land. And then the Glacial Chasm I have to immediately sack. So then that's 5. I go down to 4, back up to 5 with the Glacial Chasm, back down to 4. Then I lose the Glacial Chasm. I have 3 mana. There's just like no sequence of top decks that's going to get me out of this. All right, let's just go to the next game. All right, blue-black, tempo, blue-bitty-blue. Carpet of Flowers, Veil. They are a Wasteland deck, so I do unfortunately have to keep Needle in. Although they don't loop Wastelands, but yeah, I have to keep Needle in. What's bad? Crop rotation in the face of counterspells doesn't seem great. Hey man, are you posting all this on YouTube or something afterwards? Yes. Just like how we did all the Modern and Pioneer streams and those are being posted, these will get posted. Oh, what do I cut here? Once Upon a Time just feels like the worst spell in the deck when you don't have it on turn 1. So just cut all of that. Glacial Chasm just sucks. Let's just get rid of that. And then I feel like, so Needle stops Wasteland, although they do have Brazen Borrower to bounce it. Aside from Wasteland, though, I don't think it does anything. You know, Wasteland is important, but how many Wastelands are even in their deck? I don't know if they're Shadow or not. They're probably not. 4 of? Okay. So I guess I have to leave all these in. So what's the last cut? Is it Emrakul? It is probably Emrakul. The only thing with Ulamog that I'm worried about is that they can Thoughtseize it out of our hand and then reanimate it. Although they can do that to Titan as well. So, like, Emrakul is, like, just uncastable. So let's just run this. All right, on the play. We do have double Carpet. We have no green source. Damn. All right, Mulligan. What is happening here? Ulamog still in the opening hand. No green source. We have Cavern for Elvish Reclaimer. If it dies, we lose. If this dies, we lose. If they have Wasteland on turn 1, we lose. There's so many ways we lose if we keep this hand. I can't even activate it on turn 2 because of Bajuka Bog. Yeah, all right, Mole. Jesus Christ, still no green mana. I can't keep this. Like, mold of 4. All right, keep, put back, depths, crop, Cloudpost. We're gonna go turn 1 Boseiju Needle on Wasteland. Yeah, all right, Boseiju Needle, name Wasteland. Back over to them. Underground Sea, Ponder. All right, Carpet of Flowers. Let's make sure that we can pay for days. So Cavern, name Giant, and then Carpet. All right, we're not casting Crop Rotation here, so pass the turn. Polluted Delta. All right, I'm still not doing anything with this mana. I guess what? Am I using Thespian Stage to copy? No, I'm not copying anything. Stage, pass, nope. Opponent fetches, Swamp, Bowmasters. All right. Take 2, go to 17, Ponder. I'm going to copy the Swamp end of turn just in case they deal with this and then have Wasteland at some point. I don't think it matters at all, but I may as well do it. All right, copy the Swamp. All right, drew a Forest, so no. Play a Forest, back over to them. Take another 2 from the Bowmasters. Brainstorm, Underground Sea. I can go for the Merit Lage kill here. If they have Brazen Borrower, then we're so incredibly far behind. All right, let's not bother with it yet. Let's just copy the Forest. So Primeval Titan would obviously be the best draw here. Endurance is okay. Let's just try to ambush them on their turn, I guess. Brazen Borrower, the Needle. Okay. All right, Flash and Endurance. Force of Will, exiling Murktide. All right, plays a Murktide. So I kind of just have to go for Merit Lage now. Reanimate Endurance. Okay. Yeah, I have to reanimate Merit Lage, and then if they have a bounce spell, then so be it. Carpet of Flowers, make green. I mean, yeah, their answer is have another Petty Theft, right? Or just counter the Crop Rotation. So let's float a green here, Crop Rotate, eat this. Okay. Dark Depth, replay the Needle, name Wasteland, and back over to them. They're going to attack. All right, well, let's do this. Copy. Merit Lage, do you have another bounce spell? Shieldred's Edict, sack a creature token. Okay. All right, block here. And then we just lose, right? Because there's like nothing I can draw that gets me out of this. I guess if I exactly draw Mazavith, then I'm not dead. Unless they reanimate Bowmasters. All right. We're drawing... Oh, Moto can't even load. Apparently we don't get to know what we drew. Or would have drawn. All right. Round 5. 5th and final round on the draw. This hand is acceptable. We have Once Upon a Time... and can crop rotate for Cloudpost, maybe? I don't know. We can like crop rotate for Cloudpost and Vesuva the Cloudpost, so maybe we can get there. Bayou. No actions over to us. All right, cast Once Upon a Time. There's an Elvish Reclaimer, but there's also just a Cloudpost. Let's just play the Cloudpost, or just get Cloudpost and then, yeah, let's just Cloudpost it up. So let's play Boseiju and get ready to crop rotate for another Cloudpost. Over to the opponent. Verdant Catacombs. Fetch. Underground Sea. Ponder. All right, if this gets dazed or something, I guess that's how it's going to be. Crop rotation. It did not. All right, grab a Cloudpost. Back over to us. Yeah, play a Cloudpost. Pass the turn. Brainstorm. So we get to Vesuva Cloudpost, and then we're 1 mana away from casting Ulamog. Opponent plays Wishclaw Talisman. Okay, so we're playing in Storm, so we actually don't have the time to do that. Well, there's literally nothing I can do. If I cast Once Upon a Time, I don't have the green mana to do anything else. If I cast Green Sun Zenith, there's nothing I can get that matters. So I'm doing what? I'm just Vesuvaing the Cloudpost and then hoping somehow they can't win next turn? Yeah? Vesuva the Cloudpost, go. LED, alright, we lose. LED, Cabal Ritual. Alright, well, my opponent's taking their sweet time. I actually need to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna step away, and by the time I come back, I guess they'll still be storming off. Alright, we dead yet? Okay, it looks like we're dead. All right, sideboarding. Surgical Veil of Summer can stop the tendrils. Carpet of Flowers, since they're a blue deck, is probably good to some degree. And then let's see, this is too slow. The needles basically don't matter. I guess I can needle Wishclaw Talisman, but outside of that, it doesn't matter. So let's leave one of them in here, I guess. Ulamog doesn't actually beat them. Let's cut that. I guess Ballista kills them faster than Ulamog. Oh, what else? This is going to be too slow to do anything. Glacial Chasm's irrelevant. Caracas is irrelevant. Mazavith is irrelevant. Vugan's a grindy card. We're never going to actually get to that point. If we're getting to that point, it's because we tightened for it, at which point we should just be able to win with the Titan. All right, I guess we can leave Ulamog in. Sure. All right, run that. All right, keep. And we'll go turn 1 Carpet, I guess. Pass to them. Polluted Delta. Ooh, Dark Depths. All right, let's try to go for a Dark Depths kill here. So Yeah, Forest, pass. And then we'll go end of turn crop rotate for Thespian Stage with Veil up. Island. So they did play an island. All right, crop rotation for Thespian Stage. Trigger this. Let's add green. So I can't actually do it right now. I mean, I can do it right now, but then I'm shields down. I want to wait a turn so that I have Veil up to protect from a bounce spell. Yeah, so that being the case, let's just GSZ for Elvish Reclaimer. So let's go Yavimaya, GSZ, this one, X is 1, grab Elvish Reclaimer, and then pass. Bone and Fetches, Swamp. Dress down, okay? Ponder, Lotus Petal. All right, so they're going to try to go off this turn. Lotus Petal, LED, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor, revealing Cabal Ritual. Go get another Cabal Ritual. All right, Cabal, Petal, Petal, Cabal, Cabal. 1 card left in hand. 10 mana. Infernal Tutor. Ad Nauseam. All right, I should probably just Veil in response to that. Veil. Draw a card. I'm gonna do Pithing Needle. Whatever. All right, Ad Nauseam. So we can't die to Tendrils this turn, but we can maybe die to something else. Like Empty the Warrens, I'm not sure. So Ad Nauseam for all of this going to 1. They have 6 floating. Plays Vault of Whispers, and then they can beseech that into Gaia's Will, and then continue. They do have to have an alternate win con to Tendrils. Ball, Beseech the Mirror, sack Vault of Whispers, Gaia's Will, and then they have access to all these rituals. Well, I'm curious what the other win condition is besides Tendrils. All right, they do have Empty the Warrens. All right, Empty the Warrens for 10 bajillion tokens, and then I guess I can technically... And I took out Glacial Chasm. Even if I'd kept it, it would have been horrible. All right, so all of that, and then they're end-stepping Dress Down, so that I guess I can't, like, triggered Primeval Titan or something. I don't know. Or use Elvish Reclaimer on my turn, although I can use it on the end step. All right, so I boarded out Glacial Chasm, right? Yeah. All right, we're dead. So a disastrous 1 and 5, although that should have been 1 and 4. That should have been 2 and 3, though, for one of those matches, but, you know, overall not very good. So closing thoughts. This deck is awful. It felt so bad playing it just every single game. First of all, there are just like Glacial Chasm is just garbage. Why is this land even in here? Secondly, the deck is so unbelievably slow. It's just crazy slow. It absolutely needs exploration or like some other way to speed the hell up. Third, I think literally Tron would be faster than this deck. The Cloudposts entering tapped are so bad. You don't actually have a good way of finding them because all of your land searching requires you sacking other lands. Once Upon a Time doesn't even feel good in this deck. Like, yeah, the deck just feels absolutely awful. I think you would need to strip this and like just start, like burn it down to the ground and start over if you were going to do the same concept. And I'm not kidding. I think literally Tron would be a better deck than this deck. More consistent, hits its lands faster. Like, if you're ever getting to the point in the game where you can actually cast Primeval Titan, Ulamog, or Emrakul, like that means either you're already winning the game anyway, or your opponent is just not interacting with you. So you may as well just have Tron that on turn 3 can drop like Karn the Great Creator and interact. Other stuff, like why in the world is this deck not playing Karn the Great Creator? When this deck has huge problems against all sorts of matchups, like Storm, for example. Karn would just give you sideboard outs to things, but you don't have them. So yeah, if you're going to play a deck like this, you need to just strip it down to the bones and just start over, go back to the drawing board and figure out a new way to build this, because this is bad.